Hey, good morning, folks. We are back here at Mt Bethel. Got almost everything in. The speakers, they got rescheduled, so they're actually not going to be delivered until today. Also, everything that I ordered came in except for the speaker mounts, so I'm not able to get that stuff set up either. But everything else did. So the plan today is to try and get the security cameras done, the new the new speakers, the new wires for the new speakers, all of that stuff done, so that when I come back to train them this weekend, actually Friday, I'll be able to, let me turn these lights on so you can see me. I'll be able to come in maybe early for the training that I was going to do, that I believe is slated for Friday after my live stream around like 5:30. The idea would be to have everything in place to where all I got to do is just hang the mounts and then put the speakers up, and then because I'm gonna run the cables today, all I gotta do is just pop the ceiling tile and pull the cable down. We also got the new mics, and the amp for all of that stuff. So I'm gonna bring all that stuff in now, get that stuff done, relabel everything, test the mics, run the cables. Also, the additional camera that I was donating, security camera that I'm donating to them, that will also be here today as well too. So hopefully be able to get the majority of everything knocked out. I'm gonna do everything that I can do that's on the ground right now. Run a new Ethernet cable that's going to be for the new camera that I put in the front. I'll do that at the same time as I run the new cables for the speakers. That would be the only cable that I have to run back all the way this way. Everything else I want to do on this side. Then I think we should be good. So let me bring the rest of the stuff in and let's get to work. Alright, I also got a wider conduit because obviously we're adding more cables, and the original conduit that they had would not fit these thicker 1/4-inch cables. So like I said, we're going to run this back here, set up the wireless mics, which I did put electrical tape on already. So we're just going to identify each one and label them accordingly, and then we should be good to go. I'll pull down this conduit right here. I probably could fit other cables in here, but we'll just put this one in here, and then thankfully it's tiles here, so when we run out of a cable, we're going to come out here and we're going to have to punch through here. If we drill through, that would get us in here, and then see what we're going to do on where we're going to run the cable. I might put the camera like up here somewhere. I want to make it easier. We don't want to get too destructive with how we're going to do stuff. But anyway, let's get to work. Alrighty. So like I said, this is where we're going to place the new mics here. Need to run an extension. I think I'm putting all the mics down there. We got some new cables. Let me not put that up there. Alright, we got everything there. A part of me wants to get a 6U like small rack. Not that this is going to be going anywhere, it's just the S16 slides around, but no one really should be going in here. So we got it set up. I actually plugged in the existing speakers, so I'm getting ready to, I flagged these and taped all of these already. I just don't know which one is which. So I'm gonna take this back and then we'll see which one is which. And then start to pull down this conduit, put up the new one, and start running the cables in reverse. I'll run, well, no, I don't want to do that because I got to run cables this way anyway. So we're going to start in the front and start pulling cables all the way back. I can probably start right there in the center because, no, I don't, I'm trying to think which is going to be the easiest way. I really need to start and pull that Ethernet cable all the way through here first, then get it this way and then go from there. Then once I meet it right here, that's when I can run the audio cable, because we'll start with that speaker and come all the way back. But let's identify these mics. Alright, so we got all the mics labeled. White was giving me a little bit of an issue. It was throwing some just static randomly. I'm just gonna assume right now that was because I was back here. When I went into the sanctuary, I wasn't hearing anything, but I'll keep an eye on that one. What we're gonna do now is I really need to move my ladder up in here and pull the stuff out of here. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take my ladder outside and start putting these shells up for where these cameras are going to go. I think I'm going to do that because that would give me at least a good idea of where I'm going to aim for. Because worst case scenario, instead of trying to run the cables all the way into the corner inside of the attic, what I'll just do is put the cameras where I believe they need to go, and then I will run the cables as close to it as possible. And then just tack the cables down if they need to, if I'm not able to get all the way into the corner because it's so small of an area for me to get to. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Coming out here, like I said, they have this faux camera shell, or where a camera used to be. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like they were Wi-Fi and they had to be charged with a battery. That's why I don't like doing stuff like that. So what I think I might do, there's the pastor's office. If I can get over here, I will punch a hole through there and then run the camera in this direction. So in here, instead of putting it right there, or I might just do it there and then I have to run the cable and wrap it around to get to that, which I really don't like doing. Because when I run cameras outside, the idea is if you have to have a cable like that, you want it out of the reach of people. Because if it's over here, say somebody sneaks up over here and they can get to that cable, they can just reach in and just pluck whatever. So what I might do is run it inside of the drain spout or right above it, and then run it under that molding and then drop the cable down, or might even just put the camera all the way at the center right there. I think I might do that, and then we gotta worry about getting the cable there. So I don't want to be near the electrical because that's where that's coming in. Well, no, that's not even, yeah, that's on the other side, so it's nothing going in there. So I need to be mindful. So I can maybe come right through there because that's probably going to be the easiest place to do. And then come through here and run it either way. I wish I had got white cable. That would have been easier. But if I put the camera all the way up, it's not going to be that much of a space where you see it. So I think I'm going to probably do that. Alrighty, so I think the plan is I got that mounted right there. I drilled through here, got my push rod through here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run 2 cables there because there's no point in running multiple. So what I'm going to do is run that one down and get to there, inside the soffit and all that other stuff to get to there. The other one I am going to tack straight across until I hit that soffit, and then come down, and then we'll put the camera maybe on the other side of here so it gets all of here, because all of this is going to be blocking if I put it on this side. So I'll put it right there, and then we can look out on the back behind here, the cemetery and things like that. Now it will be about a dead spot maybe once you get to about right here compared to the camera. But from here, I mean, the only thing you're really going to be able to do is stand here, because once you move past this direction, the other camera is going to catch you. So the only thing you could do is, if you're dumb enough and sick enough to try and desecrate the cemetery, that's the only spot that would be right there. But now that I got that here, let's climb up in here. Let's see if we find a cable. I'm gonna tape off 2 cables, pull the 2, get one terminated, come back out here, secure the anchor, because I'm just gonna run across the molding with that, so that will be in line with that, and then hang up the second camera. So that's 2, and then I'm just gonna run the other cables in that direction, do the same thing. We'll probably put another one right here in the center, similar to the same way. We put one right here, because we were gonna get that side, this side. So we got 1 here, 2 looking this way, 3 looking off this way. No, I said it's gonna come here. So it's gonna look at this way, because once somebody gets past that corner, the other camera that I was just talking about, that would pick up anybody on that side. So this camera would be right here. So that's what, 1, 2, 3. And maybe I didn't need to order that 5th one. No, I think we're gonna put 2 here. One is gonna look this way, the other one's gonna look that way. That's what we're planning on doing. And then the 5th is gonna be the one that I put out in the front of the main entrance to the sanctuary. So yeah, make a no hole right here, run 2 back that way, and do the same thing that we're doing back here. So let's get up in the ceiling. Alrighty folks, so I got the cables ran. I just need to get some AJayThe45s so that we can terminate the cable. I taped off another one so that I can run that other one for the camera that's in the corner. So we'll have at least 2 cameras up shortly. And again, I didn't record anything because, I mean, I'm just climbing through the top. Didn't think that would be too interesting for y'all to see. But like I said, we got the cable there. I have my second cable right here. Oh, and I taped this off. Ow. I think I got a splinter in my finger or something. And this finger, it hurts anytime I push right there. So I must got a splinter or some fiberglass or something in there. Alright, so that's the shorter one is going to be the one that I pull that goes all the way over here to the corner. So that should be enough. Yeah, that's more than enough, because then I'll tighten that up and run that on the highest line of molding that I possibly can. Or actually, I'll go in line with the same one where I'm at, and then the rest of it I'll be able to hide inside that soffit. But let's get this other cable, and I pulled more than that's needed, so I'll shorten this back. And again, I might just run this right under the drain spout so it won't be very little will be exposed to the elements. This cable actually can be outside, but I'm not gonna put it there if I don't have to. I'll secure that and move that higher. Come on now. So we got more than enough, and like I said, we'll come up under here and hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. Run this here. Run this through the waterproofing right here. And terminate this. Pull back all the slack. And then go in reverse to secure the cables, and then terminate this back in the patch panel. Again, we got one camera down, 4 more to go. Well, 3 more for today, and then I'll run the cable for the other one, and then when that camera comes in today, when I come back, the intention would be just to screw the mount into the wall, terminate the other end for the camera, and then it should be done, because we want to focus all our attention for the training. But like I said, we'll also need to hang the speakers, and again, it should be that all we do is just put the mounts up, put the speakers on the mount, pull the cable down that we're going to run here shortly, and then plug in everything, and then that is it. Again, these are passive speakers, so that's why we got another amp to power that. And it does sound like that left speaker that's up there was blown, because I heard from the right, just not from the left. So worst case scenario, we still got the ones on the floor. So even if we had to go long, like I said, I was going to be back down here with them again this Sunday, then we can right after church maybe pull the speakers down if it got to that point. Make sure all the cables are in line. They are. One more time, make sure they're right, which they are. Put our camera on here. Secure this side. Come on. It's not in alignment. The threads aren't lining up. There we go. That's secure. We pull back all our slack here. And again, once we have everything connected, we will adjust the camera for a good alignment in the shot that we need. Just looking, this looks like a good shot. Like I said, the other cable, the rest of the cable we'll secure in here. Just a little bit exposed to make this corner. And then I'm gonna pull back all the rest of the slack. And then we should be good. And I'm gonna need my other ladder for this. But we got it close enough. And let's go inside. All right, folks, we've made some good progress. We got the 2 cameras up, cemetery and the parking lot. The other 2 I am gonna run here in a little bit, but what we've also done is I am prepping. I gotta pull that plate off so I can run a new cable to the back. That's gonna be the one for the front. That was the cable that I had on the floor. Hopefully that's long enough to get me all the way back there. And then we'll run that cable. Now the other thing is I hooked up the other speakers because I forgot that I unplugged this, and the speakers sound fine. But we took them down anyway because we're doing a new system. And worst case scenario, I'm gonna keep that wire there, and we could flip it over here and mount these here for the pulpit if they want white speakers. If not, I just turn these around for them for right now. But the main thing is we're prepped. Once I run the cable and get past this loop, that's when I'm gonna put the new speaker cables in the ceiling, run them so I can carry all of them to the back, pull down that conduit, put the new conduit up. You know what I should do? Since I got this other camera, I should put the camera that I have up here and save myself some time, and then when the other camera comes, that'll be the one that I easily put here, and I won't have to climb through all of this. I think I might do that. But let me open up that plate so that I can push my push rod through there, tape off this cable, pull it all the way back, terminate it into the rack, and then hopefully I have enough cable here that will get me all the way to the back. I should have enough to do that, but that's what we're gonna do now. All right, folks, I have not been recording for a long time, but we got all our cables ran. I need to push this one up. And in my process of pulling the cable for up here, I was short by 10 feet. So I had to couple another cable together. We got the new conduit with all the cables here. So the speaker cables are ran. I need to push in this extra slack for the S16 just to get that up out of the way. We got the camera. I need to push that up. We got the camera out here. So the front facing one, I put it in the same place that they had. So it's literally only sees when people are coming up, or maybe I might tilt it up a little, a little bit so it can see the cars that go by. But I mean, adjusting that is not a problem. I got it ran here. I got the cable pulled taut. We'll anchor that in. I ain't got the energy to do it right now, to be quite honest. I'll do that when the other camera just got delivered. So I need to run, since we got the front, we're going to add 2 more. So I need to pull 2 more cables over that way. I might just pull the cables there because honestly, I am super duper tired. What I'm gonna do is move the ladder inside, put the tiles up in place, get the tiles up in here, put back in place. Ow, my shoulder. Then the cable I have on the floor for this other speaker, I need to walk that down and get it over there. this is all the extra for this side. So I'm gonna Velcro zip tie that up, put that up there in the ceiling, pop all the other tiles to get everything in here done. And I think I may have twisted that camera, so I need to move that. Mainly is get this cable up here in the front done, and I'm gonna work my way backwards because I have to take the ladder back home with me so I can do the floodlights at Bethlehem tomorrow morning at 9. Get that out of the way. My daughter has an event at school, so that's going to be the afternoon. So Friday is going to be really tight. Might have to be just a long night on Friday after I do the training with them, because we need to do. My hope was I was going to run the cables, and then all I got to do is just hang the cameras outside. I really need to hunker down and do that, but I am on fumes right now. So let's go for one more time lapse and get these cables done. Lord, I am beyond tired. So the guys that are doing the doors, they are leaving. I have to put that extra piece right there. I just did that just to try and make it pretty, to cover that up. I got that done. System is off. I don't know why in the world it took my drill bit so long to try and drill through the outside. But we got the other cables on the outside, the other two. We got the cables in here, ran on both sides. I mean, I think I did the time lapse for that. I am really out of it right now. Thankfully, the car will do the most of the drive and 80% of the drive going back home. So, outside of cleaning up behind myself, we got to put the plates that I set them in the other room to cover up the hole, those two holes, and that one down there. That won't take that long. I would do that when I come back on Friday. And I might just have to do some extra stuff on Sunday since we're going to be here. We got, I'm not going to open this up, but I got all the cables terminated. That's the last camera of the set that I have here. The rest of them, the other one was actually delivered, as well as the speakers. The only thing I'm really waiting for is to make sure that the mounts were delivered, which they should have been, because they were shipping from Richmond, and for whatever reason they had a issue with delivering them. But I'll need to pack my ladder up because, like I said, I need that here. Let me take you on the outside real quick. And let me work my way back here to make sure all this is done so I don't have to come back in here. Let me roll this outside. I haven't used my cart in I don't know how long, but I was just feeling it today. They finished the door. They're going to put the jam and all this other stuff. They're going to be back on Friday. And again, we were so busy today, we never got a chance to take the drone out. But hold on, let me grab the ladder and I'll take you on the other side to show you what we did. Oh, Lord. Alrighty. Like I said, I am beyond spent right now. I don't know if this is one of the new doors. I know this one is. But if we come around here, see, there's the cables that we got. This one is long enough to get to that corner. This one is long enough to get all the way down here. So this is going to be the field. That one will get the parking lot. And I think that's about it. Other thing we got to do is when I come back, gotta push that up there. Also, the same way on the other side. This is probably what I feel is going to be a Sunday thing, and I'm glad I came this way because I left tools out here. Man, this is from this morning. I've been here since about 7:30 rolling. Take this cable, tack that down, push the extra in there, and that's what we got. It's always just this little stuff that's left that seems to take the longest, but the good thing is we don't got to run cables, just got to hang the two cameras, secure those cables, mount the new speaker mounts, and hang the TVs, hang the cameras, and that's it. All the doors are locked. Oh man, long but very productive day. So it looks like we're going to be finishing up phase 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time. If it wasn't for the fact that I got a bunch of other stops that I got to do tomorrow, I would come back down here, but I would be rushing because my daughter has a school event in the afternoon, and last thing I need to do is coming up there with brick dust and mortar and sweat all over the place. But let me get up out of here and then we'll be back. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. We'll be back Friday and possibly Saturday and get all this stuff wrapped up. So we'll see y'all on the next video, folks. Later.